Hello guys, I got the newest and the cheapest Lumia. It's 530, which is the cheapest Windows phone that you can find on the market, and it is successor to the previous model, Windows Phone Lumia 520. Last year's Lumia 530 looked a little bit different. It had sharper edges of the casing. Of course, you can remove the back cover, and it comes in a lot of different colors. It's actually pretty hard to remove it, which is maybe good because the casing is more solid. As you can see, this is the battery and micro SD and micro SIM port, and this is the speaker. It looks pretty big. I'll talk about the speaker a little bit later. Regarding ergonomics, it feels good in hand. My hand is a bit bigger, but it's nicely curved, and these buttons are bumped up enough, so they're very precise for touch, especially this volume keys. They're very precise, what I like very much. And I must say that in a lot of more expensive devices, those side keys are not made very well. So this is actually a very good thing. And what I don't like is that those keys are no longer below the screen. They're now part of the screen. They're actually smaller than they were last year. So this is regarding intuitivity. This is not very good. I have bigger fingers, so I missed a lot of times, and it's annoying. I don't know why they put them as a part of the screen, not beneath. Actually, maybe just to make it cheaper. Regarding display, this is not an IPS display, this is TFT, and you can see that the image quality is not very good at different angles. And the keyboard, this is something that I especially don't like here, is that keyboard takes actually more than a half of the screen. Keys are pretty tall, they're not wide enough. Actually, the screen is not wide, it's a bit taller, and I mistype a lot of times, but I don't know. I have bigger fingers, but I think that they could have made this keyboard better. Regarding the operating system, Windows Phone comes with new features on Lumia 530, but you get those features on 522 because you can use the upgrade. So you have this upper dashboard with those icons. They're pretty small. They could have been done better. Settings are arranged in some random way. I don't understand why. They could have made it alphabetically. But mostly it's simple to use. So people who haven't used Android before, who had non-smartphones, I think they'll find it easy to use this device. But people who used Android before will see there are a lot of applications. You have to pay for them. Here you don't get Google applications, you don't get Google search, you get Bing search. You don't get Google Translate. You don't get a lot of applications that you get on Android and on iOS that work really fine. And you have to pay for some games and applications that are actually free on Android. It's been upgraded a bit since the last version, but you don't get Smart Dial. You have to go to the phone book, and you don't get some settings you get on Android. You can play games fluidly, but sometimes you'll miss in a game because it has only 512 megabytes of RAM, so it's a little bit slower device. So it can be annoying, but it's what you get with cheaper devices. Speaker is pretty loud. I don't know how can you hear it through my microphone. It's pretty loud, but the sound quality is pretty poor. It's actually a low quality speaker, but it's loud.
Camera interface isn't really the best. These icons could have been better, and extra options are also offered on small icons. And there is no side key for camera shutter, and it's not very visible on this screen.
Regarding photo quality, the device doesn't have a front camera, it only has a back camera. This is 5 megapixel, but the camera quality is pretty poor. You'll be able to use it only if you have to. You won't be able to use it for family usage because details are ruined, even during daytime. So during night, photo quality is terrible. So this is not some good camera. I just here, just to have a camera. I invite you to check all the video samples and camera samples on the link that I just put in the video and in our review on GdgtCompare.com. In the end, I must say that I like the previous 520 version much better than I like this 530. The design was something that was characteristic for Nokia. It was a very nice design phone, while this looks a bit cheaper. It's not bad plastic, but it's bulky. It feels like cheap Android phones, and previous Nokias were something different. I think that people who will like this phone are those who had not used smartphone before, who had a regular phone, because they'll find easy to use all these big icons and tiles and everything, which compared to Android is a bit more complicated. But the people who used Android will find a lot of options and applications lacking on this new Windows phone. So I don't think they'll like the Lumia 520. But if you get it in some cheap tariff, it's not a bad phone. It's a good, cheap smartphone from Nokia or Microsoft. For more, check the link above to see what grades we gave to it on our review on GdgtCompare.com. Follow us in the future and subscribe for more of our videos. You can check our other video reviews here. And that will be all for me. Thanks for watching and see you again soon.